A brand new season of Jay Leno's Garage is coming your way, and here's a sneak peek just for you guys.
And some of the most important people in the world catch car fever. No one is immune, and that's definitely the case with our own vice president. I'm here at a Secret Service training facility outside Washington, D.C. to learn about the only vehicle he ever loved.
Hey, Jay, how are you?
How are you, Mr. Vice President? Joe Biden is a two-term vice president of the United States and served 36 years as a U.S. senator. He's always loved cars, but vice presidents are not allowed to drive during their term, and for at least 6 months after that.
I owe you big. You realize it's only the third time I'm getting to drive this in 7 years?
Is that right? Only?
That's right.
Wow, okay.
Third time.
Yeah, you got to use them. That's the whole thing.
I know that, but Secret Service doesn't let me.
And you're the original owner of this car,
Original
correct?
owner, August 1967.
Wow. So I'm glad the Secret Service is making an exception today and granting the vice president permission to drive a car that's practically part of his family. In fact, it is part of his family. So tell us a story of what made you buy a Corvette.
I was getting married in August of '67. My dad didn't have a lot of money, but he ran the largest Chevrolet dealership in the state for years. So he said to my then soon-to-be wife, Nelia, he said, why don't you give me her car? It was a '65 Tempest, and mine a '63 Chevy, and I'll fix them up for you for wedding. So 4 days later, we go by to pick the car up. There's 75 people outside the dealership. We pull up, they spread. My dad says, this is my wedding gift.
Wow. This is not your average wedding gift. This is a 1967 Corvette Stingray 4-speed with a 327 V8 engine and 300 horsepower. All I got was a stupid gravy boat. So what were you more excited about, the wedding night or the Corvette? Be honest.
The wedding night.
The wedding night, okay.
The wedding night.
Have you kept it in this condition?
Well, no. My two sons, Bo's passed away, and my son Hunter, they decided as a Christmas gift to have the engine rebuilt for me.
Wow. Well, that being the case, can we take it for a ride?
Come on, let's do
it.
I'd like to do that.
Sounds good. Try your brakes.
They're good.
I've been in a lot of Corvettes in my life, but I've never been in a vice president's Corvette. And you can tell this one has been lovingly maintained. How does it feel to get behind the wheel of this after all these years?
Well, it feels great, man.
Yeah?
It feels great.
Yeah.
I've always loved to drive. I shouldn't say it on time. I like speed.
Yeah.
And,
see, I love it when people like yourself say, I shouldn't say this, but,
yeah.
and then you know it's going to be good. So you like speed?
No, I do. I mean, I buried this. This is, you know, when I was younger.
You've had this to 160?
Yeah, and I was told it's actually only 152 at the time.
It's only 152. Go back to the manufacturer and say, hey.
That's right.
So was your dad a car guy?
He liked them all right. It was great having a dad at a dealership because every prom, man,
Yeah, every prom.
you had a brand new car. But I remember my senior prom, Chrysler 300D.
What year Chrysler 300D? Do you remember?
It was 61.
That's what I have. I have a 61.
Oh, you're kidding me.
300G, 375 horsepower,
Yeah.
2 4-barrel.
Quick, man.
Still fast
Quick.
today. Yeah. Did you go to drive-in movies in cars when you were a kid?
I did, but not often.
First car you had a romantic encounter in, you know, like a date, nothing.
A day, 1951 Plymouth convertible. It wasn't like it is today, but the first day you made out in the car, you parked.
Right.
That was the first time. The girls I dated were those Catholic school girls, the mother wouldn't let them go.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, it's that Joe Biden boy. You don't want to be going out with him.
No, actually.
It's great driving this thing. It runs fantastic.
You ought to drive it. When we get back, you ought to take it.
No, I might not come back. Then you have to send Secret Service out looking for me. I love this car. This is what I like. One owner, original car.
Yep.
Interesting provenance. Got a
Yep.
great story.
Wonder who that cowboy is. It's a good-looking car.
The only bad thing about driving an older Corvette, there's always some show-off and a new Corvette trying to blow your doors off.
But the question is, can he drive? No, you got better everything than I do.
Look who it is.
Where were you? I kept looking in the mirror. I didn't wonder who the hell that cowboy was in front of me.
Show off.
Jay Leno's Garage, season premiere November 9th, CNBC. Get yours.